WrestleMania, 5 nights, what? Unit! Oh, you best start rocking, Unit. Gold team. Let's go. Let's go. Don't make me wait, YouTube. Come on. Oh, no, you ain't gonna throw me an ad right now. Hold on. There we go. Got BC now. We got weather coming in, man. Let me check playback. Check. My amp unit, gold team. Wake up, get amplified. All right, even with weather coming in, I got pretty damn good playback. So, if you don't mind, I'm going back to the earbuds. Damn it, if we're going to do a stream, we're going to do it the right way. What's up, unit? This is the gold team. Hey, you know what I love about the members only? And red team, anybody that catches this either live or the thousands that'll catch this afterwards. If you're not part of the gold team, much love to every single one of my red team unit, man. You guys are the amp unit. It's the foundation that we were built upon. And everybody will get a live stream, hopefully this Saturday night, night one of WrestleMania. I would love to go live. So that's the deal, guys. That's everybody, every single amp unit member. But what I love about the gold team, man, I can narrow it down. I actually can see everybody up in this bitch. Like JR9 Gaming, Ash Sims, DC Lanier. We got Clutch City fans up in here. James Shrimp Fajitas, keep rocking, brother. Angel Allega's up in here, bro. Pile Driver Finisher sporting some gold up in this bitch. Alicia Vukovic. Jane Donnelly already dropping the truth bombs before we get going, bro. I love it. Yo, Dave Mille made it, bro. Dave's up in this bitch, too. Who else we got? I said Alicia. We got Jack Brewer. One of the first unit members was also Jack Brewer. JR9 Gaming, Ash Sims, and Jack Brewer, I believe, were like the first three. Ash Sims lost the membership for like a week or two or something. Well, I forgot what it was, Ash. And then Ash came back. Ash Steggles up in this bitch. And Ash Steggles, to answer your question, oh, hell yeah. We ready for Mania, bro? WWE, AEW, Marvel fan. Fuck yeah, man. So I know there's going to be a lot of gold members that aren't able to catch this live. I put up only about 20-something minutes of notice like I usually do, but I did put up an amped up podcast earlier. Over an hour-long podcast, guys. And I told you at the beginning of that we would most likely be going live members only tonight. So I did give you a little bit more warning today than I usually do. But up front, what up, DC? Lanier. Up front, it was about 24 minutes notice. So my gold unit that ain't able to catch this live, don't worry. We're going to have plenty more members only live streams in the future. Don't worry. Thank you for the support. As always, appreciate the coffee every month, guys. It's never needed. It's always cool to see those gold cards up, man. So this is for you guys, man. I wanted to start WrestleMania week off the right way. And I said for everybody, my entire unit, whether you're gold, red, doesn't matter. You guys are all going to get a big podcast earlier today, and that's what I gave you guys. And then for my gold team, you guys get this special Monday Night Raw preview. We're also going to talk Chris Jericho, dude. This dude is losing. Chris Jericho, I don't know if Jericho and Phil Brooks are drinking together. Phil Brooks was pretty straight edge last I checked, but I mean, he's leaving some weird shit. Jericho is totally just flipping out on fans, guys. Jericho's on social just trashing fans that are trashing him. You can't make this shit up, bro. So we're going to have to see, man. Jared and I, we are starting off with a bang, brother. Yeah, Angel, I try, you know. I mean, I know it's only 20-something minutes usually, but if you guys caught my podcast earlier, I told you guys we were going to be live for my gold members anyway, man. Man, so good to see you guys up in here. And thank you guys, man. Almost 100 votes. I just put that up about 6 or 7 minutes ago. Do you believe, before I get to Monday Night Raw tonight, I'll run down the card, see if you guys are pumped for that, see if there's anything intriguing. We're also going to talk Chris Jericho and AEW. From what I'm hearing, guys, they're done with CM Punk. And this backs up reports that I heard earlier from other people and their sources. That's exactly what I'm hearing. That CM Punk, I know we kind of already thought that because this is so severe. And what Punk did is he called his own company a sloppy shop, and he called the locker room leaders idiots and unprofessional. That's what he called Mox, unprofessional. He had stupid ideas. They sucked, was his word. And he didn't want to do the job to me. I've never come across somebody that didn't want to do the job to me. That's calling Mox unprofessional. They wanted me to wrestle while I was not cleared, whether squash or not. He said, I'll never put a company above my health. That's saying it's a sloppy shop. That's what we call that in the business. The other locker room leader was called an idiot and a stooge. That's Jericho, and that's why he's just been flipping out over the last 48 hours. So everybody got a piece of the pie. Punk just literally just blew up his chance to ever come back. He burned his last bridge. And we're going to get to that, man, with Monday Night Raw. But my question was about WrestleMania to start this off, unit. Jane, I appreciate that. We rocking, Jane Donnelly. I'm going to get to the supers, guys, in a little bit, but you guys are the best, bro. Hey, Ash Sims, WrestleVotes broke the news that Randy Orton's being flown into WrestleMania. Did you see that big WrestleNews vote? Oh, yeah, wait. That was BC that broke that many days ago. Then several days later, other people broke the news that BC had broken 4 days earlier. And now WrestleVotes is a week. He's a week late to the party, but it's not official unless WrestleVotes says it. If you guys don't know, we poke fun at WrestleVotes because they're the stupidest bunch of nonsense. They're not a report. They don't know anybody. They don't have sources. They're in their mother's fucking basement twiddling their fucking thumbs. The sky is blue. The grass is green. WrestleMania is going to be 2 nights this year. Wow, thanks, WrestleVotes. Randy Orton's going to be flown into WrestleMania. I broke that a week ago, you numbnuts. You fucking stunad. As my Italian grandmother used to say, we call her a nani. You stunad. Anyway, where was I going? Here we go. I love these members-only chats, man. So my question was, do you believe, my unit, that this year's WrestleMania, and you can still vote, guys. You can still vote. Over 100 votes already. Less than 10 minutes ago, we put it up. I'll leave it up for another couple of minutes. Do you guys believe that this year's WrestleMania card is stacked? Now, BC's going to tell you what I believe, all right? Oh, hold up. I got to give a salute, first of all, to Clutch City Fan 3-month membership. I don't understand why WWE can't see that we don't care about Charlie Flair. Clutch, can I get to that in a minute, bro? Because I will be getting to that in a minute. I assure you, Clutch. Trust me, first of all, Clutch, I appreciate the 3-month membership, but I will be touching up on that for the 3rd time since Friday, because that was embarrassing what happened on Friday night. And we have a new, if I can give my Howard Finkel, bro, I got to give some props over to Sheriff Rivers. Welcome back to gold status, Sheriff. I believe you already were at one point. So welcome back to that. Once you go gold, you can't go back, bro. Sheriff Rivers, salute. Welcome, dude. You've been missed. Sheriff Rivers is one of the tried and trues from way back, man. So always good to see some of my tried and trues collect that gold card, man. Sheriff Rivers, welcome, man. It's going to be so good having you back gold status. So I'll get to the Charlie Flair shit, but let me just go over the Mania shit, man, before I totally lose track of this. BC, I'm actually excited for this year's Mania. Now, excited like going to Universal Studios and riding the fucking Rip Ride Rocket or the Mummy or Galaxy's Edge over at Epcot. Whatever that fucking new roller coaster. Okay, no, that's a different level of excitement. That gets the heart rate going, right? But at least it's something to look forward to finally for a WWE pay-per-view premium live event. Guys, when you think of this show, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, I mean, that's pretty fucking massive. The Usos versus Sami and Kevin Owens is pretty fucking massive. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul is going to be one of the matches of the year, I believe. And it's going to take place this weekend. I don't mind the story that's been told either. It hasn't been one of the biggest clusterfucks. You have Kana Asuka going for the championship against Bianca Belair. I am so looking forward to that. I wish the story was told better, but last week they salvaged it by Asuka finally saying, I'm not coexisting with you, motherfucker. And I love Bianca Belair, but there's no way you can coexist this storyline. And I'm glad that Kana Asuka just told everybody, I'm the heel in this motherfucker. Boo me if you want, but I'm taking her dome piece off. You're damn right I'm looking forward to Kana Asuka and Bianca Belair, and I hope they uptick that even more tonight. Finn Balor, the Demon, is going to be taking on the Devil, Edge, inside of hell in a cell. You damn right I'm looking forward to that shit. I'm looking forward to Trish Stratus and Lita competing at WrestleMania. I might be missing a few matches, man, but a ton of these matches I'm actually down with. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. This is one of the best stories we've had in years. Of course, the Bloodline, any story with the Bloodline right now is beating everything else out. But Rey and Dominic, I told you guys, if you saw the podcast just a few hours ago, and by the way, everybody who caught that podcast, thank you. There's already been a couple thousand of you guys to catch that podcast. I know it was just about 4 or 5 hours ago that I put it up. I don't like to put back-to-back vids or podcasts up like I am right now, especially with the live stream, but I had to, man. It's WrestleMania week. We got to stay on our grind. But thank you guys, because we covered an hour and 15 minutes of topics, and I showed you guys that Rey and Dominic have the highest viewed WWE YouTube video. What happened on Friday night with Dominic and Rey beat anything that Roman and Cody did by over 500,000 viewers. Congratulations to fucking Dominic and Rey Mysterio. Also, get my earbud going back. Yeah, Rhea and Charlie is one I'm not looking forward to. I gotta admit. Now, I'm gonna end that poll with 145 votes, guys. 74% say yes, you believe this year's WrestleMania card is indeed stacked. Add BC to that 146, please. Make that 147. Oh, 148, my bad. Make BC 149 if you don't mind. Because I agree. Okay. Well, make me 150 just got hit. All right, 151, all right? All right, what the fuck? Now everybody wants to vote? All right, make me 153, all right? But I absolutely agree with everybody saying that they feel it's stacked. I do as well. I'm going to end that voting now at 150 plus votes. I appreciate that. That'll be the results. Gold members will be up in the chat within the next 10 seconds. 75% say yes, 25% say no. That was over 150 votes. And I do agree. I thank everybody for participating. If you're not feeling it yet, hopefully tonight and Friday will help you along. But I'm loving it so far, man. I wish it was better, no question. Let me see what my unit's talking about first, man. My gold. See, this is why I like the members only. I can zone in a little bit better, man. James Shrimp Fajita says Rhea and Charlie, sigh. I'm going to get to that, man. I promise you. DJ is a prodigy. Damage Control, Trish, Lita, and Becky. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. DJ is a prodigy. I really am, man. And I don't like schmozes. I don't like the 6 women, 6 men, 8 dudes. Fucking tonight on Raw, guys, I'm hearing that there's going to be an 8-man schmoz. And I knew this was going to happen. This fucking WrestleMania showcase match where they're just throwing a bunch of people out there because they have nothing else for them. And beforehand, they're going to showcase them in an 8-man fucking tag match. Because that's what all of us said we wanted. Oh, wait, said nobody ever. It's bullshit, but DJ's a prodigy. That's one I am actually looking forward to. Hey, Big Nang's up in here. Gold status, one of my tried and trues. What up, Big Nang? What else are you guys saying on this one, man? Yeah, James, I think it's going to be good, man. Oh, Gunther's championship. I forgot about that match, man. Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther. Now, I like traditional champion versus a number 1 contender with a really good storyline. I don't like these type of schmazes. But if you tell me you ain't excited to see the physicality in this motherfucker, then check the old pulse. Because they going to beat the shit out of one another by the time this thing is done. If they let them go even 15, 16 minutes, they're going to have welts in the front, welts in the back. And I do believe, if Gunther doesn't walk out champion, who do you guys have taking the title? I mean, is Drew going to go from winning the world title at WrestleMania last year, or 2 years ago, whatever it was, to this year just winning an IC title? Who do you guys, unit, who do you have, man? Is it going to be, who do you have? Gunther, Sheamus, or Drew walking out with the IC title? James Shrimp Fajita says Sheamus. JR9 Gaming says Drew turns heel to win the IC title. Whoa, shit, bro. Are you telling me you ready, JR9, for a Drew McIntyre heel turn? I could be down with that, bro. He starts fucking slicing all the faces' tires with fucking Angela in the parking lot, right? Starts popping those tires. A lot of you guys are saying Gunther. You're saying he doesn't even drop it. Can I be honest with you guys? I know a lot of people think this is an easy way for Gunther to drop the title because it's a triple. So Drew can pin Sheamus. Sheamus can pin Drew. Gunther stays saved, right? He doesn't actually get pinned. My thing, guys, is Gunther is on such a tear right now and he's really gaining momentum. Why take the title from him? Fuck it. Sheamus doesn't need an IC title right now. Drew doesn't need an IC title. Just put him in good storylines. That's going to build them far more than any title. You can hold a title and be irrelevant. We've seen Drew McIntyre with the world title, and he was pretty irrelevant booking-wise. I have Gunther keeping that son of a bitch to SummerSlam. Fuck it. Fuck it. Call BC nuts. I know. They've called me that since day one. I'm going Gunther, guys. James Miller says, what up, James? Haven't seen much from him. Why take the title? That's what I'm saying. I don't see any, I don't think it's time. Like Bianca Belair, not just time, because I know Bianca's going to be saved a million ways. You can put Bianca in so much fun shit if they just book her correctly. She doesn't need a title right now, and she's had a lengthy reign. Whether you love the reign or not, I understand. I am the beholder. But Bianca, she can lose that, especially because it's kind of Asuka. She's never won at WrestleMania. The kind of character is making Asuka relevant again. This is her time. If Asuka goes into Mania and loses this son of a bitch, man, this was all for nothing. This whole kind of Asuka thing was for jack shit. Bianca can lose this, no harm, no foul. Gunther loses the title. What the fuck? What the fuck? You're already catapulting him to Cody Rhodes? Let's hold on to that because Cody can't lose to Gunther, bro. Not yet. Cody's got to hold that shit for a long time. Interesting, man. Very interesting. Kevin MD, don't worry about the super chat, man. Kevin MD, good to have you up in here. Gold status, bro. That's the good thing about the members only, Kevin MD. I can't see every comment, obviously, even from Gold, but I can see a lot more. We can have more of a conversation. So, Kevin MD, for instance, seeing that. Salute, brother. Good to have you up in here, bro. We're just having conversation about everything right now. This stream is going to be all over the place. We're going to talk Raw in a little bit. We're going to talk Chris Jericho in the AEW locker room being done. That's the word we're getting. Done with CM Punk. We'll get to over that. But I really want to just talk WrestleMania to start with you guys, man. Dante Jaren 23's up in here too. Dante, good to say, man, there's a lot of gold. I know not everybody, all the gold team's going to be up in here, but on 24 minutes of notice, and a lot of you guys didn't catch the podcast earlier where I told you guys I might go live. Patrick Charles, what up, Patrick Charles? Dwayne Piazza, what's up, guys? So now I want to talk Charlie. So that's the Gunther talk. We'll see, man. Charlie Flair, and I know I've said this in a couple of Amped Up podcast recently. I said it on the SmackDown review, and I think I talked about it in depth earlier. So, guys, check that podcast out after Raw or later tonight, tomorrow morning. Check that podcast out if you don't mind, because we cover a lot more on this Charlie Flair shit. Because I'll give you guys a spoiler. If you didn't catch the Amped Up podcast earlier, we talked about the 6 top merchandise sellers, pushers for WWE for the month of February. And guys, that list has 2 females on it. The top 6 merchandise sellers has 2 females. The number 5 spot and the number 6 spot. And do you know who is nowhere near the top 6? Charlotte Flair. 2 other females that have gotten nowhere near the push as the golden child, Ms. Flair. Bow down to the queen. Nowhere near the top 6 merchandise sellers, and she's never has been. Never has been. But yet she's pushed through the moon every fucking year, every month, every week, every show. But she cannot connect enough to even make people buy her fucking merchandise to crack the top 10. And you can no longer say that people like BC or anybody that say this isn't working with Charlie Flair, this push, something has to change. You can no longer debate that because the metrics are telling you that going into another Charlotte Flair possible main event at WrestleMania, and she can't even crack the top 6 or much less top 10. Ozzy Edwards, member for 2 months, from the Queen to the Vagabond. Bow down to the Queen, my ass. Ozzy Edwards, what up, dude? Thank you for the 2-month membership. It's frustrating because what happened on Friday night, was embarrassing. Where Charlie Flair, as a face, was getting what? Now, I can't stand the what chants at times as well, but after just 60 seconds of her promo, the crowd was already, Robert Hurt, what's up, brother? Welcome to the Gold Chat. Robert Hurt, what up? So Charlie Flair stops her promo 60 seconds in because everybody else was bored already, and they started to what her. And do you know what Charlie did? I can't recall seeing this. Amp Unit, do you ever remember a time? Gold Unit up in the chat. Do you guys ever remember a time where a face wrestler stopped the promo to ask the audience to go along with the promo and stop being mean? Because I don't remember an occasion where a face did that. Charlie stopped her promo and said, "Are you guys serious right now? Are you guys seriously whatting me? Can you please stop? This is very important to me, guys." I never remember a face. That was embarrassing. You are supposed to actually get behind this story. You are supposed to believe in this storyline with Rhea Ripley and Charlie when Charlie is begging you to just listen to her tell you that this is not about nepotism. This has nothing to do with my last name is Flair. Bullshit! You are not more athletic than Naomi. Sorry to tell you, you are not, just because you could do a cartwheel, natural selection, and a moonsault. Because if I'm wrong, Unit, please tell me what else she does that's more athletic than Naomi. Have you ever seen Naomi and what she does in Royal Rumbles? Have you ever seen what Naomi has done in Royal Rumbles? But you're telling me because Charlie does a moonsault that misses 99.99% like a Clorox fucking wipe, 99.99% of the time she misses the fucking thing. Why is she more athletic than people like Naomi? That's bullshit. No, she's not. So what makes her the best wrestler? Because this is what I hear. I hear this. I appreciate that, Ash Sims, because when it comes to Charlie Flair, I've been dropping these truth bombs for 7 fucking years. Or, I can't say that. 6 years since I've had the channel. She's been around for 7 fucking years. So even before I had the channel, I've been speaking this truth. And I know this is much love to Ashley Flair, by the way. No disrespect or shade to Charlotte Flair. But the bottom line is, what the fuck are you telling me she's the best female wrestler? How do you figure? No, she's not the most athletic. I can name one female off the top of my dome piece that was way more and never got a centimeter of her booking, not an inch of her booking, and that's Naomi. So then you go to what? Her selling? Her defense is horrible. She's right up there with Nia Jax and Thunder Rosa for individuals that don't want to sell. Thunder Rosa has sandbagged at least a dozen fucking times on national TV. Nia Jax at least a dozen fucking times. Charlie Flair at least a dozen fucking times. Remember what happened, guys, when Charlie was going to take on Nia Jax? What I tell you on this fucking channel, I said, get your popcorn ready. They're going to really hit each other. They're actually going to be pissed off because neither one of them like to sell. And JR9 Gaming or anybody in this gold chat, tell me what happened, please. They started hauling off and they got into a real fight in the ring. I know what I'm fucking talking about. I know how to dissect this shit and critique it. I'm not just a fan who's got 140 characters and I watch the show and then I give my thoughts on it. They didn't sell, so then they started just really hitting each other. I said, get your popcorn. If Thunder Rosa and Charlotte Flair ever face each other, Nia Jax wants to go to AEW. Let her go just for one match. Let her and Thunder Rosa just pummel each other. Fuck it, get your popcorn. They don't sell. But I'm supposed to sit here and follow in line and act like Charlotte Flair's the best women's wrestler. It's bullshit. And if this was for a month, guys, okay, fuck it. If this was for a year, okay, fuck it. And they beat the undefeated streak of Asuka. But fuck it. Okay, it's Vince's company. They want to try. They really want to push Charlotte to the moon. Okay, fuck it. I don't own the company. I don't own the shit. I go and I buy my coffee and I scream about the shit. I don't own it. So okay. Then we do it a second fucking year. A second year. And there's no results. Crickets. There's no connection with the crowd. They turn her a heel. They turn her a face. They turn her a heel. Nothing works. Okay. Vince wanted a second year. Fuck it. Okay. 2 years of Charlotte Flair being shoved down your fucking throat. Shit it out your fucking ass. Shine it up. Put it back up your fucking ass. Regurgitate it. And repeat the process. So then year 3 comes around. Okay. All right. Oh, are we still doing the Charlotte agenda? The Charlotte project? The Charlotte fucking experiment? Okay, let's keep doing it. And this was around the same time that we were doing the Roman agenda, the Roman experiment. Thankfully, after 5 years, they ended that shit because Joe Anoa'i went up to Vince and said, we got to stop this shit. And him and Paul Heyman told Vince, this is what needs to happen. And thankfully, it got rectified. Charlie has never been rectified. So then we go to year 3. Here we are. Still doing the same shit. It's the same fucking Charlotte Flair's getting titles. Now she's at 6, 7, 8. Who the fuck knows? Everybody's getting beat. It's like a 4-lane highway and she's blocking every lane. So you can't get by. You can't get by far left, far right, middle lanes. You can't get by. Charlotte Flair's blocking the entire division. It doesn't matter who she's fucking beating. Sasha Banks has to fucking twiddle her thumbs in a tag team division twice, get lied to, and finally walk out for the second time and for good. Naomi, who's more athletic, she gets told fucking, we'll call you if we have something for you. She beats somebody. Charlotte Flair beats fucking Shayna Baszler's and Liv Morgan's and Asuka's. Kairi Sane's, you name it, she wins. Okay, 3rd year goes by and what happened? Still no connection. WrestleMania main events. And what happened, guys? There was no fucking connection. Then we went into the 4th year and we did it again. We did it again. They turned her heel, face, 4 more times in her 4th year. No reaction. Nothing stuck. And she goes right back to a main event or a big WrestleMania match. She's pushed on all the marquees, all the posters, all the fucking billboards. She's on the magazine. She's on the front and center signatures. So then we go into year 5 and we're like, okay, finally, can we just start booking? So we start catapulting other females that might actually connect. Nope. Year 5, we push her right the same fucking thing. Another face, heel turn 4 more times. We end from the year 5 with nothing. No connection, folks. Gold team, when I say none, I mean none. So then we went into year 6. And at this point, we're like, all right, she's definitely going to be fucking... at this point, Charlotte Flair should be running around chasing the 24/7 title with Dana Brooke. Does Charlotte have more talent? Of course. Is there a connection? No more than Dana Brooke. But no, we go through year 6 and it's the same thing. Heel turn, face turn, heel turn, face turn. 4 more title reigns, by the way. And year 6 ends with Charlotte Flair back in a fucking main event of all the fucking pay-per-views. So then we go into the 7th fucking year. We're like, it's got to stop. There's no connection. Nope, 7th year we're fucking doing it. JR9 or anybody in my gold unit right now, somebody tell me when she debuted on the main roster, please. Charlotte Flair, please. Amp unit. Thank you for the truth bombs. Guys, I'm giving you, I'm shooting straight from the hip. I'm giving you everything. I'm wearing it all. My fucking emotion on the sleeve right now. I am giving you every fucking bit of honesty about Charlotte Flair because it has to stop. What happened on Friday night has now hit embarrassing levels. They are trying to move mountains to get her over and is just ruining, taking a shit on the women's division for 7 straight years. 2015, thank you guys. So this is now the 8th year. My bad. I said 7. We are now in the 8th fucking year. The 8th year of the Charlotte Flair agenda. And after just 3 months of coming back, 3 months, she came back December 30th, I believe. So say the beginning of January. And not even lasting to the end of March before she got booed out of the building. They got bored and they wutted her after 60 seconds. of her promo. She begs them to just listen, guys. Please, are you seriously wanting me right now? I've never seen a face do that. Then she gets so emotional, she starts yelling at the fans. You all built the bricks that made this queen. You're all to blame. What the you just turned heel. You didn't even know it. You're taking on Rhea Ripley from Judgment Day. You guys are, they are ruining everything to try to get this woman over for 8 fucking years. 8 years. At this point, even if you're a Charlotte Flair fan, how are you not nauseated by this? Nobody else can be made. She came back after 7 months off and won the fucking title. Even if she came back into the title picture, it would have been nauseating. But to win the title? You don't think fans are fucking done with this shit? I could see if there was a connection, man. It was moving the needle. She's not even close to the top 6 merchandise sellers. Bianca Belair and Bayley are whooping that ass. Bayley is beating Charlotte Flair in merchandise sales for 2 straight months, January and February. And Bayley has shitty fucking booking. Damage Control, as much as I love them, have been losers. Straight Brooklyn Brawler status, basically. Even with titles, they've been irrelevant. And Bayley's pushing merchandise. Charlotte, nobody wants her shit. They can't even sit through 60 seconds of a promo. And I ask again for the 8th year, 6 years that I've had this channel, 8 years that she's been in this fucking company. At what fucking point do we just say, it's not working? She's no more, and this may hurt, she is no more than a glorified Lacey Evans. And I stand behind that statement. Robert Hurt, 2-month membership. Thank you, brother. BC, do you see Cody winning on Sunday? Absolutely, bro. Kevin MD, member for 3 months. Kevin MD says, I believe wrestling politics exist, and I believe people like Charlotte Flair, John Cena, Roman Reigns, etc. are a part of that list. No doubt, Kevin MD. And Kevin MD, the worst part is that even if Vince McMahon is totally gone in the future or even now, Paul Levesque strokes the Flair name just as much as Vince McMahon. So even if Triple H, Paul Levesque is fully in control, you're still going to see this type of push. Paul Levesque fucking strokes the Flair name just as much as Vinnie Mac. That's what sucks. Guys, as a fan, I don't know how you guys are not outraged, and I know you guys are. I see the truth bombs in the gold chat, bro. I see that shit live. I've had this channel for 6 years. I know that my audience is a microcosm of the larger scale. We've had enough. We had enough 5 years ago. 4, 3, 2, 1. And my question that I've been asking since Friday is how much longer do we play this fucking game? Amp Unit, do we honestly go 10 more years of this Charlotte agenda? Are we going to go 10 more years of acting like Charlotte Flair is literally the best fucking female wrestler on the planet? While the actual best females are rocking the world right now. Or a lot of them in WWE can't get the time of day because Charlotte's grabbing all the fucking spotlight. It is nauseating to think that she's never made a connection. She was out for 7 months, comes back on day 1, wins a title, and gets thrusted to what is quite possibly going to be the main event of night number 1 of WrestleMania. Amp Unit, have we gotten confirmation of that, by the way? Ty Drew, welcome in, brother. Ty Drew, my first time seeing you up in the chat. Have we got confirmation? Is Charlotte and Rhea going to be the main event? And I know some people are like, well, BC, that's the rule. You win the Rumble, you're in the main event. I don't give a fuck. Charlotte Flair should not be in a fucking main event of WrestleMania. They can't even sit through 60 seconds of a promo without absolutely booing her out of the building. You want her to be in the fucking WrestleMania main event with a match we've already saw at Mania 3 years ago. We already saw this. I don't care if the fucking Pope won at the Royal Rumble. I don't care if a fucking Power Ranger or Teletubby or Winnie the fucking Pooh won at the Rumble. He should not be in that main event of Mania if it's against Charlie Flair. Robert Hurt, is that official, or are you just hoping that? Because I haven't heard anything official yet. I hope it's the tag match, man. That's the story that it should be. That's the match is going to be 87% better than fucking Rhea and Charlotte. And that's no shade to Rhea, and it's no shade to Ashley Flair. Again, it's about Charlotte Flair and her shitty fucking booking for 8 years now. And how the fuck the fan base is not as nauseated as BC, I have no fucking idea. We cannot keep doing this. The fans are losing out. The rest of the roster is losing out. The company is not making a fucking dime. Earlier, I went over the top 6 merchandise sellers in that Amped Up podcast. Go check it out. 2 of them are females, as I said already in this live stream. They are not Charlotte. Charlotte's nowhere near the list. So she's not even making them side money. She's costing them a lot in contract salary, and she's not making it back. The ratings are not showing any uptick. She's not moving the needle. She's not selling merchandise. The YouTube fucking videos with her in it are fucking out of the top 10 constantly. Again, I can see if there's benefits to push one person for 8 fucking years. It is clear by now it is because she is a Flair. In her promo, once she said nepotism on Friday night, the crowd was done. We are not buying that shit anymore. It's done. Go back to the drawing board. Everybody has to do it if they don't connect. Roman fucking Reigns. It finally got to the point where it was no longer a 50-50 reaction, guys. When you went to live events, it started to become 70-30. 70% were booing him out of the building. Only about 30% were actually cheering him as a face. It became that bad. So when Roman left, Joe Anoa'i came back into Vince's office. And Joe Anoa'i had a long discussion. The third discussion that he had with Vince, Paul Heyman was brought into the meeting. I'm giving you guys some secret shit here, man. Shit that I've known about for a long fucking time. And this is the type of shit I want members-only chats to have, man. I will tell you straight out, their third meeting, Paul Heyman was brought into it. And they ironed out a plan to make Joe Anoa'i a heel Roman Reigns. And the Bloodline creation, all that shit, bro. Why does Charlotte Flair not have to go back to the drawing board and reimagine the wheel? Could you imagine if we had the same Roman today that we had 5 years ago? It was 70-30 when he fucking took off as a face. It would be 110% boos and -10 on the fucking cheers. She's not immune to this. Charlotte Flair honestly thought she gave this answer 3 times. She said, the reason I get booed is because I haven't given them a chance to miss me yet. I haven't gone away for a while. So she honestly thought if I go away for a good 6 or 7 months, like she did, when she comes back, it's going to change and fix everything. We're all going to love her. No, Tampa Bay gave her the welcome back pop. Right? When you're gone for a while, you get a huge ovation when you first come back. A little bit on the second week, maybe the third week. And then after a while, they go, oh, it's the same thing. We're done with you. You haven't fucking changed at all. What did BC say when the first time when Charlotte came back? And I told you guys in that review after she won the title. I said Tampa Bay gave her a big welcome reception. I said, I bet you guys know what I said. This isn't a pat on the back, but it's just going over what we talked about. BC told you in that first review and video subsequently. I said she will be. Doesn't matter if she turns heel or not. The fans are going to boo her anyway. She's going to be heel going into WrestleMania. I told you guys that because I already saw, this is bad. Red flag. She's back as the same Charlotte Flair. And it's going to be robotic promos. It's going to be the same standardized wrestling. The same non-selling. The same lack of connection. And I said, we're 3 months away from Mania. This isn't good. By March, she's going to be booed. And she will be going into Mania as a heel. Well, here we are Friday night, guys. And BC was right all along. It was me all along. I was right. I didn't want to be. But having this channel for 6 years and watching her for 8 years on this fucking main roster, I knew what was coming because they refused to change anything. You know what the changes are? You know what they think they can do, guys? Turn her face and heel, which she has done 16 times. She has turned face and heel more times than she's won titles. And I didn't think that was fucking possible. They just go with the flow. 3 to 4 times a year, Charlotte changes face or heel. And they do it. It's so like under the radar because it's just naturally done. Because like Friday night, she just gets booed out of nowhere. She starts tapping into her heel as a defense mechanism. And before you know it, she's walking out of Friday Night SmackDown as a heel. And poor Rhea Ripley's like, well, what the fuck do I do now? I understand fans are going to eventually cheer me anyway because I'm going to get a big push. I'm getting the title. But you're making it more difficult for me. If I'm Rhea Ripley, I'm pissed off. And this is my problem, guys. The last 8 years of booking Charlotte Flair like this, you're hurting your roster. You're absolutely crippling your own roster because everybody has to literally play along with the Charlotte game. Nobody can make a move until Charlotte moves first. Nobody can be properly booked until everybody knows what Charlotte's doing. That's bullshit. Absolute, nauseating, mind-numbing bullshit. Yes, as wrestling fans, if you're a true fan, you have every right to be pissed off. One of the biggest reasons that women's wrestling in WWE, Tony Khan and AEW is a separate topic, and every other promotion, that's a separate topic for another day. But in WWE, one of the biggest reasons why it's not where it should be in the last 8 years, aside from Vince McMahon, but even now under Paul Levesque, it's because of Charlotte Flair. Even being out 7 fucking months, everything had to revolve around the Golden Child. I repeat for the last fucking time, and then we will move on, guys. I could see if she's actually moving metrics and pushing numbers and merchandise. I went over the top 6 merchandise pushers in that amped up podcast earlier. 2 of them are females. Charlotte's not even close to the top 10. Forget top 6. That's not good at all. That's horrible when you've been pushed to the moon for 8 fucking years and nobody else has like you. And you can't even push your fucking t-shirts! And you get booed out of a fucking face promo. Whatted in 60 seconds. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to see you wrestle. They don't want to buy your fucking stupid t-shirts. That's horrible. But you will see her in a big match at Mania this year. You will see her push through the fucking moon this year. You will see her probably in a WrestleMania main event next year. She'll probably win the Royal Rumble next year to get her 16th fucking title. I think she has 14 already, not including the NXT titles, which would make it 16. And you will see her probably get the 16th fucking title by WrestleMania next year. And they'll have all the pyro in the world. It'll be a big celebration. She tied her father's record. Why? Quick question. Why not just put her in feuds? Good storylines. I'm not saying don't give Charlotte storyline. Give her good shit that doesn't have the title involved. Like, that's how you build people and make people connect. She doesn't always have to be next to the title or owning the title or winning it on day one. Like, that's one of the huge detriments that we're fucking nauseating from. One of my favorite wrestlers in the world was the Big Boss Man. That dude was never in the title picture. And when I say never, I mean never. Maybe one time, maybe against Stone Cold when he was with the Authority and he came back. He was a different Big Boss Man at that point, all drenched in black. But back in the day, man, wrestlers were superstars and larger than life, and a lot of them never sniffed the world title. Mr. Perfect never sniffed the world title. Roddy Piper, to my knowledge, I'll go back and check this out, or maybe my unit, my gold team right now in the chat can confirm this. I don't think Roddy Piper, one of the most larger-than-life wrestlers in the world, I don't think he's ever held the title, and I can count maybe 3 times that he's even went for the fucking world title. 3 fucking times. And I don't think he's ever won it. Larger than fucking life. Because back then you cared about the stories they were in. You didn't need the fucking title per se. Do you guys realize the first several years of The Undertaker, when he was a scary fucking beast and grown adults had their jaws dropped when The Undertaker came out? Do you guys realize he never won the title? One quick fucking night. It was the Tuesday night in Texas. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was Tuesday night in Texas. Ric Flair fucking helped him out. Hogan got defeated. Undertaker won the title. And that's Survivor Series, maybe he won it, right? And then Tuesday night in Texas, he won it back. Is that how it went? Or he lost that Tuesday night in Texas, and then Saturday night's main event, Hogan won it back. The point is, Undertaker had it for like 2 fucking days, some shit. And that was it, guys. After that, he never really held the title until he became like the American badass, and then he started having title reigns. Jake the Snake Roberts, Ash Steggles. Exactly, dude. Jake the Snake Roberts was another one that never sniffed the fucking world title. He never went for the world title, guys. You could go through all the WrestleManias back in the day. Jake Roberts was a main event player, but he was never in the main event. Going for titles. Not that I recall. WrestleMania 1's main event was Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff versus, Paul Orndorff was in the corner, right? No, he was in there. And Bob Orton was in the corner against Mr. T and Hulk Hogan. WrestleMania 2 was King Kong Bundy versus Hulk Hogan. WrestleMania 3 and 4 was Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan main event. WrestleMania 5 when the Mega Powers collided. Macho Man versus Hulk Hogan. WrestleMania 6, Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan was the main event. WrestleMania 7, Sergeant Slaughter versus Hulk Hogan. WrestleMania 8, double main event, Sid Justice versus Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair versus Randy Savage. WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna versus Bret the Hitman Hart. Ended up being Hulk Hogan versus Yokozuna. WrestleMania 10, Yokozuna, Lex Luger, Bret Hart, and Yokozuna. WrestleMania 11, Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lawrence Taylor, and Shawn Michaels versus Diesel. WrestleMania 12, Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. My point is, WrestleMania 13, Undertaker versus Sid Justice. WrestleMania 14, Mike Tyson referee, Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels. Damn, I'm good at this. I remember that shit. You know what I don't remember? What main events Charlotte Flair was a part of, or even her fucking matches. She doesn't have to be a part of every fucking title picture every time she comes back, guys. Anyway, can you tell? I'm really just I'm done with it, guys. Can you tell that on this channel we're just done with it, man? I mean, we can't do this anymore. I'm watching Xia Li. Do you guys know how good Xia Li truly is? I know some people are going to go, she sucks. Basically, I love you, but she sucks. There's no character. She's not good on the mic. You know what? I am the beholder. I'm not even here to debate with you. Xia Li's fucking amazing. You'll never know it. Because she's literally Barry fucking Horowitz. She's literally the Brooklyn fucking brawler right now. Xia Li is the female Brock Lesnar in WWE. And the way she is fucking booked, and you shouldn't be surprised, because look at the way Shayna Baszler's been booked for years. Shayna Baszler's a real fighter. And JR9, Angel, Olega, James Shrimp Fajitas, Ash Steggles, Alicia Vukovic, Robert Hurt, Big Nang, James Miller, Jack Brewer, Jane Donnelly, Dwayne Piazza, Deontay Thomas, Pile Driver Finisher, Eric Leno. You tell me how Shayna Baszler has been booked since basically she got there as a fruit roll-up queen. Shayna Baszler usually loses in 2 minutes via a roll-up. So not only do they have her lose in 2 minutes, they have her rolled up. That's fucking pathetic. Why would you choose one of the actual badasses you have? It's almost like they're doing it on purpose. It's almost like they're fucking with her. And I would love to know how you fuck up Ronda Rousey. It's simple. She doesn't need to say a lot because she sucks on the microphone. So either you pair her up with somebody like a Paul Heyman, or you just have her speak very minimally. And when she does speak, she's poking the bear and poking at people and fucking with them. And she's breaking arms and breaking necks. How do you fuck up Ronda Rousey? Do you guys realize I'm a Ronda Rousey fan? And you guys want to hear something sad? I've said it already in 2 other podcasts. BC, as a Ronda Rousey fan, is disgusted at Ronda Rousey's booking. And when she comes out, I'm actually already past it. How sad is that when you're a fan of somebody and they come through the curtain and you're like, oh, I hope this is over quick. Because you know it's going to be cringeworthy. You know it's going to be fucking sad. You know it's going to be pathetic. Picture, guys, I mean, everyone has a favorite wrestler, right? Doesn't matter if you're 10 years old or 100 years old, right? You have your favorites. It's like football, right? You have your favorite players. Maybe you love Aaron Rodgers. Maybe you're a big fucking Lamar Jackson fan. NBA, maybe you're a big LeBron fan. Maybe you're more Stephen Curry. Maybe you love the old school Patrick Ewing. Maybe you're a fucking Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen fan. We all have fans, right? In the acting world, maybe you're a big Tom Cruise fan. Maybe you can't stand that motherfucker. Maybe you like Tom Hanks, right? We all have a favorite wrestler, right? Could you imagine if your favorite wrestler came out, or the dude you respect the most, if you don't want to call it a favorite, because you don't want to choose sides, pick sides, claim favorites. All right, so let's just say they come out and you're like, this. I hope this goes quick. This sucks. That's fucked up, man. And Ronda Rousey, who was once deemed the baddest woman on the planet, she sucks in WWE. And her booking has failed her miserably. And that's how everybody is booked in the women's division, because of one person, Charlie Flair. And until she is put to the back of the line. I don't know any other way to say this, guys. You have the fucking idiots in this community like Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba, because I did some stuff as the Dudley Boys and table matches. Bubba Dudley claims that she's the best female wrestler in the world. But how do you get to that conclusion? She's not the most athletic. She hates to sell. And her offense is pretty mediocre. So I would love to know how we got, and somehow over the last several years, guys, we all just fell in line because the machine pushed her so harshly. And that's why I didn't say hardly. So harshly, they pushed her to the moon that everybody just gave up. And we're like, all right, Charlie is the best. Charlotte Flair could not lace Sasha Banks' Mercedes Monet's fucking boots. Charlotte Flair could not match the athleticism of Naomi one iota. Go back and look at what Naomi did in the Royal Rumbles. And you tell me Charlotte could do that? Bullshit. Without botching? Bullshit. She's not the best. But now we're finding something else out. Because when to say you're the best wrestler, it's more than just skill in the ring anyway. You have to check off every other box. Now we're finding out that this is just embarrassing. What happened on Friday night, and Charlotte Flair asking the fans to stop booing and stop whatting so she can get her face promo out. I'm going to say this again for anybody that missed Friday night. This was a quote. This is a quote from Charlotte Flair, 60 seconds into her face promo. Are you guys serious right now? Are you guys seriously whatting me? Guys, be respectful. This is important to me. Please stop. I've never heard a face have to do that. That's when you know there is no connection. And it's not just about arguing that point anymore. It's not about debating it with other fans. I love Charlotte. I bow down to the queen. It's not even about that anymore. You can't even argue it anymore, guys. If somebody was to argue, you'd have to just get out of the conversation. Because it's beyond that now. Now it's known now. Now it is factual information that Charlotte Flair fucking sucks at being the top person. And we know this because we played this fucking shitty game for 8 years. I'm not saying there's not a spot for Charlotte Flair on the roster, but it's not this main event spot anymore. It hasn't been since day one. Xia Li deserves a bigger push than Charlotte Flair. Shayna Baszler deserves a better push than Charlotte Flair. And you know what? Liv Morgan more than deserves that spot right now. I said it. I'm going to crack a fucking coffee. I said it. I got the balls to say it. Liv Morgan doesn't just deserve the booking of Charlotte in the future. Liv Morgan should be in that match against Rhea Ripley. It is a fucking criminal act. A crime that Liv Morgan is sitting in an 8-woman Shmoz-Match at WrestleMania while Charlotte Flair comes back and on day one wins the title and gets catapulted to a fucking main event at WrestleMania. It is a fucking crime because Liv Morgan is 98% better than Charlotte Flair. I fucking love Liv Morgan. She's amazing. Salute, unit. Thanks for letting me yell for 55 minutes, and I have a lot more to go through, and we still have over an hour before Raw, so I'm not keeping you from anything. We still got to talk CM Punk and AEW, and the word I'm getting is they're done with CM Punk. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about Monday Night Raw as well. But we started this live stream Gold Team members only live chat, live stream off with talking about WrestleMania, and we had to talk about Charlotte, and that talked. I mean, we're done, guys. We're done. Salute, unit. All my Gold Team up in here. Thank you for allowing me to have that conversation. You guys up in the chat, man. I've been scoping that as well. It's good to know you guys understand where I'm coming from. You know that if you want a really good, a prosperous women's division, Charlotte Flair has to kick rocks, hit the bricks. I'm not saying she's got to leave the company, but she has to go to the back of the line. You got to start pushing everybody else now. If Charlotte starts chasing down 24/7 titles, so be it. Such is life. I don't know what to tell you. There is zero connection with this girl, with this woman. None. There's no connection. Guys, I would love to fucking say there's a little bit at least. A little bit, right? At least there's something, right? To just grow on that. There's no connection at all with Charlie Flair. And everybody on that fucking roster for the women is suffering because of that. And the fans have to suffer in the process. Fuck, man. I didn't even mention the fucking ups yet. Thank you, man. Over 150 on the ups on a Gold Team chat live stream. And I forgot to even mention the smash that shit. Maybe that's just because you guys fucking felt the words that I'm saying. So I appreciate that big time, man. Headed toward 200. You guys are the absolute best. Helps the algorithm out. And it needs to be said, you know, other people might talk about this situation and how this is really bad with Charlotte Flair constantly being pushed for 8 years, but nobody's talking about it vividly, I can assure you, because nothing's changing. And until we have these honest conversations, nothing will, man. I'm hoping that one day Paul Levesque will wake up and see that just because her name is Flair does not mean that she is best for business. That's it. Guys, we can go another fucking hour on this. That's how heated I am on just this bullshit for an 8th year in a row, and seeing people like Xia Li lose the way that she did on Friday night. Seeing people like Liv Morgan have to eat horse shit at another WrestleMania. And meanwhile, there's the golden child who's doing no more than everybody else, but getting the entire fucking buffet. It's bullshit, guys. Absolute major bullshit. But as far as everything else, a lot of it, aside from Brock Lesnar and Omos, for instance, I'm looking forward to a lot of WrestleMania. Asuka versus Bianca Belair, Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos for the tag titles, Hell in a Cell, Finn Balor, the Demon versus the Devil Edge, Trish Stratus and Lita having a WrestleMania match in 2023. Let's fucking go! I'm looking forward to Mania. A lot more than I have in recent years, to be honest. I hope they can pull it off and put together a good show. John, you see, I mentioned a lot of the matches twice now in this stream, in this hour. I forgot to even mention James Shrimp Fajitas, Austin Theory, and John Cena, guys. That's how stacked WrestleMania is this year. John Cena is wrestling, and he's like an afterthought. That's a stacked fucking card. We'll save the Raw. We'll go over the preview of Raw last. Right now, let's go into the CM Punk talk if you guys don't mind. And then we'll go into super chats as well, man. I know there was a bunch of supers, man. You guys are fucking rocking. Hey, before I get into the CM Punk news, can I just give a big... Of course I can. It's my fucking channel. I'm going to give a big salute to every fucking gold member in here right now, man. Legend of Fold 101. I'll get to that super in a bit, dude. But all my gold unit, dude, from Ash Steggles, Angel... James, Eric, James Travitas, and James Miller. Sam Byers is up in here. Jane Donnelly, Robert Hurt, Deontay Thomas, JR9 Gaming, of course, man. Eric Leno. Anthony Bowley's up in here. Gold Team. Ray Hunt's up in this bitch. Ty Drew, Ash Sims. That's right, Angel. Rachel Rocca's up in here. Rachel, what up? So fucking badass seeing all that gold up in the chat, man. Alicia, Jack Brewer. Yo! Yo, Jimmy Fingers came to the gold party. Jimmy Fingers, what up, dude? Ozzy Edwards is up in this bitch. All right, we got a fucking party now, bro. This is on 24 minutes of notice. Although if you caught the podcast earlier, I did tell you guys, man, try to tune in before Raw. We might be going live. God Swilla's up in this bitch. Pimp Jesus. Yo, Big Nang. All right, guys. CM Punk. Oh, wait. I got to give a big salute. What am I doing? Mocha Frappuccino. Let's do this, bitch. That was a big fucking swig. Guys, I went through that whole fucking hour amped up. We didn't even start the new coffee yet. Imagine the next fucking hour. All right, so the CM Punk news. You guys know the deal. I'm not going to go through over everything again, man. You guys know what he put on the Insta post. You guys know that Jericho then responded with a delete with Matt Hardy, saying fucking, he deleted it, and you guess what? You're deleted now. And Dave Meltzer came out and said, the first thing I thought of was you can call me a liar, but once you called all the other guys a liar, I said, that's not going to sit well in the dressing room, Meltzer said. And he said, that's the sense that I'm getting now. So Meltzer told you straight out, and he's got the fucking Young Bucks, right? Each ear pod is a Young Buck. This is Matt Jackson. This is Nick Jackson. And that's fucking Meltzer's getting all the fucking information. And he knows that locker room is not happy with CM Punk. Wade Keller just said to... Wade Keller's got a couple people, I understand, in AEW. He's hearing the same thing, that the locker room is extremely pissed. And from what I'm hearing, is Jericho is irate. And to back that up, if you check out this, Jericho is going savage mode on his social. Recently, guys, I don't know if you caught this. There was a slow motion thing that Jericho did. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, put it up in the chat if you don't mind, but it was a slow motion thing. It was absolutely like just crushing the business. It's one thing to have fun, and then there's one thing to do something that's so stupid. I'll take Bray Wyatt Supernatural, which everybody cries about. I fucking love Bray Wyatt and his shit. I'll take that a billion fucking times. What happened with Jericho in the slow motion shit is absolutely batshit berserk, and it can never have a place in pro wrestling. You're literally just exposing the business once and for all to the point where you can't get up. I can believe supernatural characters because we've been seeing it from day one. But having a slow motion match? What the fuck? So anyway, guys, not only are people bashing Jericho because they're taking sides. Some people are for Jericho, some people are for CM Punk. But now they're bashing this fucking match that Jericho had. And this is what's happening. Now, Jericho is not... This did not start up. Jericho has not been bashing fans like this until the Punk situation. And this backs up that Chris Jericho is absolutely furious. Like, he's just fucking throwing haymakers at fans now. Listen to this shit, man. So a fan says this about this stupid slow motion match that he had recently. Man's got all the experience in the world, and it is without a doubt a future Hall of Famer. The problem is this dude doesn't know better and continues to act like some desperate dude for the camera, past his prime, jealous of anybody more over than him, the little jerk. So Chris Jericho responds and says, "Hey, Karsten, go fuck your ass." What? Karsten, you just made the list. Then, check this out. That wasn't it. This person says, this guy Kelly says, while I don't agree with comments left by such and such, whoever, I really do have a hard time watching stuff like this. I get it. The business has already been exposed 1,000 times. But in my honest opinion, this goes too far. Yes, I know this company does stuff like this all the time, but still, nope. And Jericho responds, and I quote, "Then don't watch it. The oversold crowd in the building that night popped huge. Enjoyed the spot immensely, and it got over. It's the Generations version of the water pump spot." Told this dude not to watch it. Goes over. This guy says, just when you think it can't get any worse this week, can you explain to me what the fuck I'm watching about the slow motion Jericho match? And Jericho responds to this fan, Greg, "Hey, Greg, go fuck your ass." What the fuck? And this all started, guys. This all started when, within the last 24 hours, a fan asked him about CM Punk, and Jericho literally just fucking tooled this dude. Let me see if I can actually find it. So, oh, bro, it was bad. So basically, this fan, I don't know if I don't have the time to find it, but this fan said, is it true what Punk said, that you snaked your way to the top, so you're a special kind of stooge? And Jericho's like, not what he said at all. Go fuck your mom's ass or some shit. And I'm like, damn, Jericho is rocking out. He's on some shit. Jericho is furious, guys. That's the point. Guys, what was that match from? Was that AEW or another promotion? Does anybody know? If anybody's in the chat, if you know what I'm talking about, there was a slow motion Jericho match. And this mixed in with the fans really getting on him for the whole CM Punk situation has made Jericho go ballistic, man. And Jericho is just, he's lashing out at everybody. And his new favorite line is, go fuck your ass. I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. Yeah, nobody really knows. I don't know if it was, it didn't look like AEW, but they are doing house shows now. So, point is, man, Jericho is absolutely irate. And now you add in what Meltzer is telling you. You do add in a little bit of Wade Keller, because I know he's got the people in AEW, as do I. And what I'm hearing with Jericho and how he feels about Punk, the consensus now in the AEW locker room is no longer what we think, right? A handful like CM Punk, right? Dax, Darby, and a few others. They like CM Punk. I don't see a problem. The rest of the locker room, yeah, they have a problem, but it's not everybody. Now we can confirm. There's enough actual sources that are absolutely, they're reputable. And I'm talking about my own people. Now we know for a fact that CM Punk has burned that fucking bridge. It's done. The locker room is furious with this guy. When I say the locker room, I'm talking about the majority. So it's done. I hope now everybody can just move on. But something tells me everybody will not move on. There'll still be people going, CM Punk, and they'll think this is a work. They'll say, oh, he's still going to show up someday in AEW, even though we just called him a sloppy shop, called Mox, their locker room leader, unprofessional, basically. Didn't want to do the job, and his ideas sucked. The other locker room leader, Jericho, is an idiot and a stooge. This had nothing to do with the original shit that everybody thought was going to be a storyline, right? When he fucking hammered down hard on Hangman Page and fucking got into this fight with the Elite. This had nothing to do, that Instapost had nothing to do with all that. So what are you doing? You're going to have two separate storylines if this is all going to be a work? What are you talking about? Why would you throw your company under the bus to the point where advertisers now have to question working with you because you run a sloppy shop wanting people to wrestle injured? You would not want that out for a stupid storyline, because I promise you, if Punk ever came back and they tried to make this all a storyline, I wanted to see the downfall of AEW from the beginning. What the fuck? Everybody should have their AEW fucking promotion wrestler card withdrawn. Take away their wrestling cards. Take away Mr. Promoter of the Year, Tony Khan. Take away the fucking promotion. You have literally ruined your top babyface at the time, Hangman Page, and it led to nothing. You literally fucking took out all of your EVPs on suspension. You called your locker room leaders unprofessional and idiot stooges, and you called the entire promotion a sloppy shop. Please stop with the it's a work shit. And please stop asking for CM Punk to come back. He's not happy. He gets injured so easily. His body is broken down, and he's not even a good wrestler anymore. He was barely a good wrestler before. Luckily, he had one really good promo in Las Vegas, and it skyrocketed him. Nobody else is going to drop this truth than I have to. Nobody gave a fuck about that guy until Las Vegas, when he cut a promo. And then ever since, everybody sucked this dude's dick. fucking every day said, CM Punk, CM Punk. Stop, man. It's done. He has burned every bridge. He's not happy in pro wrestling. He told you in his own words at the all-out scrum, the brawl-out. He told you with his own words, I'm older, I'm miserable, I'm injured, I'm angry, I hate this shit. And then he called out his entire locker room to come fight him if they have a problem with him. Said that the stars and the EVPs couldn't even fucking manage a target. He told you in his own words, and people don't want to hear it. No, CM Punk moves the needle, and AEW is only going to succeed if CM Punk is there. If that's the case, then Tony Khan shouldn't be around. If you need CM Punk, or that's the only way AEW can succeed, and the only needle mover, which, by the way, no, he wasn't. I have all the metrics. He was not a needle mover. But if you want to claim that he was, that's fine. You can lie to yourself. You ain't going to lie to anybody else. And on top of that, if you honestly think they need him to succeed, then AEW should not be a promotion. Shouldn't be. Truth, man. Shouldn't be, bro. And now the locker room is finally, more and more people are starting to fucking say that's it. And Chris Jericho, I heard there was a conversation with Tony Khan. I'm not going to talk more about it because I don't know the details. I hope that my people can find out because I don't know if I'm going to share it with you guys, but I want to find out what was in that conversation. But Chris Jericho had a long talk with Tony Khan, and I don't know if, I don't think it's a coincidence that like 2 hours later, you started hearing all the reports of the locker room is done with Punk. My people said that a little bit before anyway, but the confirmation came after that as well. I'll be legit with you guys as always. I don't think it's not a coincidence. Something happened in that conversation. And you see how furious just on his social Chris Jericho is. Chris Jericho is flying off the fucking handle, bro. He's lashing out at fans. I mean, it ain't good, man. It ain't good. And when you burn bridges, guys, you can't go back over to the you know, like if it's wrestling, you can't go back to the company because you burn the bridge. You're going to have to make a whole new bridge. You know how long that's going to take? You thought CM Punk was breaking bones in 1 year. He already got 4 injuries, 2 major injuries and 2 smaller ones. In 1 year in AEW, that's just a handful of matches. What the fuck you think's going to happen next year if he ever came back? A year older? A year more miserable? A year more less athletic? If he tries a buckshot lariat in a year, he's going to land on his head. I hope now we can see that it's done, guys. It's finally done. He pissed off everybody now, or most anyway. I mean, Dax and Darby and a few others will say, I love him, right? Because they grew up watching him, and I get it. And CM Punk likes to be the leader, so he likes when people follow him and he can take them under their wing and they're going to listen to his every word. He loves that. And he doesn't like when people are not going to listen to him, like Omega, the Bucks, Jericho, Mox, Hangman. They just didn't want to listen to Punk's bullshit. And Punk didn't like that. Oh, I appreciate that, man. 200 on the ups. You guys, man, on a gold member stream. Appreciate that, guys. Let's go to 250. Fuck it. Let's keep rocking. So they're done with Punk. So I hope, man, and that's everybody now. Meltzer told you his own version earlier, saying that the sense he's getting is that the locker room is pissed off. He said the dressing room, that was his first thought, and that's the sense that he's getting now. The Wade Kellers in the community are telling you what they're hearing. Locker room's pissed off more than ever at Punk. BC is telling you what he is hearing from his people as well. The word I'm hearing, done. Done with Punk. And that's probably, he knew that. The legal letter that he probably got to take that down, he probably knew that. And that's why he made a comment over the WWE and Rey Mysterio and Dominic. That's probably why CM Punk was watching Friday Night SmackDown. He's like, well, shit, if I'm coming back, it might be WWE. At this point, guys, it's not even going to help WWE and it wouldn't help Brooks. It's a divorce. Brooks needs to get a divorce with pro wrestling. It's done, guys. Absolutely fucking done. Are we cool with that unit? I mean, I know there's CM Punk fans in the chat, but I don't know what you would want him to do if he came back. Like, if somebody in the chat right now, gold members, nobody's going to fucking lambaste you, don't worry. If you want Punk back in AEW because you feel he moves the needle, what the fuck are you bringing him back to? You're going to piss off the locker room It's going to be a toxic locker room again. This isn't going to be solved in an intervention. You think Tony Khan's going to have a big fucking meeting and everybody's going to be all smiles afterwards? No, they're going to go along to get along maybe, but that locker room is going to be fractured. Why would you want that from AEW? Why would you want Punk to be more miserable? Dwayne, Punk is finished. Punk is done, in my opinion, says James. JR9 says, I'd rather AJ Lee shows up in WWE and Punk never shows up in wrestling again. JR9, count me up on that, bro. I'd love to see AJ Lee again. H doesn't want him back either, says Angel. Yeah, but I bet you H would. H learned from Vince, and Vince always brought back people that Vince hated. Vince could not stand Hulk Hogan from the whole steroid trial and a lot of things, and he brought Hogan back. Warrior held him up one day at SummerSlam. I think it was SummerSlam 1991. It was called The Match Made in Hell. Sergeant Slaughter, General Agnam, and somebody else. Sid Justice was the referee, and it was against Hulk Hogan and... Or no, was it Hulk and Sid was the... Hulk was supposed to be, yeah, it was Hulk and Warrior as a tag team. And right before they went out, SummerSlam, guys, 91, right before, when Hulk went out, Warrior pulled Vince McMahon aside and said, you give me X amount of money or I'm not going out there. Vince was held up at that point. He had to agree. When Warrior got to the back, Vince said, you're fired. And Warrior was gone for a while. But he brought him back. Vince brought him back. I think absolutely. H would bring him back just to show everybody that he he can put bygones be bygones, and I could be the better man. He did it with who was the Hall of Fame guys? Ultimate Warrior. Paul Levesque and Ultimate Warrior had beef because Levesque said Ultimate Warrior treated him like shit. WrestleMania 12. You guys remember the story? It was Hunter Hearst Helmsley's first WrestleMania. And it was against a Warrior. It was supposed to be a quick squash. Paul Levesque, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, went up to Warrior backstage and wanted to go over some ideas. And Warrior was a complete asshole. And Paul Levesque never forgot that. Paul Levesque brought him back. Paul Levesque's the reason how Bruno Sammartino went into the Hall of Fame. Bruno and Vince McMahon couldn't stand one another. Bruno hated Vince for a while. Anyway, guys, my point is that Paul Levesque would actually bring him back. If CM Punk was to come back to pro wrestling, which I don't think should happen, it's most likely going to be World Wrestling Entertainment. Because if AEW brings him back, I feel so bad for that locker room, man. They don't deserve that. And it's not even shade to Punk. It's just sometimes one person doesn't fit somewhere. It's like that one piece of the puzzle, you can't find the placement for it. And you have this one piece in your hand you're trying to put everywhere, and it just doesn't fit. CM Punk in AEW is not a good mix. It doesn't work. It just isn't a good fit, guys. And why would you want to just fracture AEW so badly? Everybody said the same thing from the Britt Bakers. Big Swole just said it. And she thought, she was talking about how she feels Cody felt like it was no longer that family vibe backstage. The locker room dynamic was changing. And a lot of people said the same thing. Phil Brooks was the lethal dose of poison in the locker room. He was that lethal injection of poison in the locker room. He was that toxic factor in the locker room. That's sad, man. And is it ironic? Is it ironic or funny? Or is it just a coincidence or not that everywhere Phil Brooks goes, 95% of the locker room cannot stand him, 5% doesn't mind him? Is it a coincidence? Is it funny? Is it ironic that everywhere he goes, he turns around before he actually exits for good? He lights a fucking match after pouring some gasoline on the bridge, and he lights that son of a bitch on fire, and he burns the bridge down. Is it ironic? Is it a coincidence? I don't know. This isn't shade. This is what the podcast is for. This is the Amped Up Podcast. This is where we talk about it. You know what I mean? This is a discussion that has to be had. If people don't want to talk about it or they disagree with me, that's fine. But it has to be talked about. AEW and CM Punk, it's a divorce that has to happen because it's a marriage that never should have happened. Maybe he'll be better doing comic books and happier is what I mean. Maybe he'd be happier doing more acting. Maybe he'd be happier fucking gardening. Maybe he would be happy fucking being the manager at Target. Maybe that's why he brought it up, right? Hangman and them couldn't even manage a Target. Maybe he wants to be a manager at Target, or at least that would make him happy, right? You go into a Target, you ask for the manager, and here's Phil Brooks. Possible. But you gotta find what makes you happy, guys. So anyway, I can back up. I can't believe I'm saying this. I can back up what Melty Boy is alluding to. I can back up what Wade Keller says. My peeps are saying the same thing. And if you give it 2 weeks, WrestleVotes will fucking finally catch on 2 weeks later to what we're all saying, and he'll agree too. His sources are saying locker room's done with Punk. His sources is BC Amplified. That's it. But Jericho, man, in all seriousness, man, I hope Jericho just chills. I mean, seeing him lash out like that at everybody, and I don't think the slow motion backlash helped. I hope I never see that ever again in pro wrestling. I understand it was supposed to be a funny moment. Guys, it was almost a whole match or a whole sequence in slow motion. Jake Hager's on the outside doing slow motion. There's a baseball bat slow motion. I understand it's funny. And, you know, people are already like, oh, Lord forbid if we have a good fun time. I mean, what the fuck are we doing, dude? If that's what we're doing, wrestling's done then. I mean, let's just close up shop. Gold team, let's close up shop, man. It's been real. BC's going to have to fucking... That's it. That's it. Let's just close up fucking shop. Everybody's done. Wrestle Talk, bye-bye. Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez, close it up. Sal Sato and Sean Ross, close it up. JD from New York, close it up. BC's saying, check you unit. That's it. Wrestling's done. If we get to that point, wrestling is done, and we all got to close up shop. You can't be having matches in slow motion. It's fucking done. I can do the Mountain Dew pitch black dark match. Nothing in that match was out of the fucking realm per se. We've always had that shit in wrestling. Slow motion? How can you even like invest in that way of thinking? Like, how can you suspend that type of belief? How can you believe that you're really like slow motion is occurring? I'll watch people I'll watch Matt Hardy start off in the rafters, lights go out, and he winds up in the ring. I'll watch that, and I'll believe it somehow. I don't know how. Maybe it's just how we're conditioned in life, okay? Watching movies and TV shows growing up. Or just wrestling and watching The Undertaker shoot fucking lightning out of his hands. Or Papa Shango in his voodoo. Okay, we'll believe that. Slow motion? My point is, guys, at what point do you have to draw the line? Chris Jericho is a veteran that should have known better. So he's taking backlash that's justified. That should never happen ever again. But for him to lash out on everybody, I know. He's having a rough 48 hours because of the CM Punk shit, and a lot of people are coming at him wanting answers and this and that. And, oh, you got burned by Punk. Well, now you saw how Jericho handled it. First, he responded with a delete, like he's fucking done. He literally sent that out immediately. Delete. So he told Punk basically right there, you're not coming back. And he's lashing out at everybody. And he had this meeting we're hearing with Tony Khan. So that's it, man. That's what I got on that, guys. We can go another half an hour, but getting closer to Raw. Let's move on to Raw, man. Jer9, what do you got for me? I'll tell you what I know, man, for the Raw show tonight. You have Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. I don't know if that's going to be in the main event segment or if they're going to kick the night off with it. But the Bloodline Solo Sikoa is going to take on Cody Rhodes. I don't know if Roman's going to be there or not, but he better be, dude. This is the last two shows. If you have Roman Reigns off of Raw tonight, I don't care if he's advertised or he's a surprise, but if you do not have Roman Reigns, that is a massive botch by WWE, and he better work this Monday. But Cody is taking on Solo, and you really got to kick that fucking Bloodline story with Cody into high gear more than ever before tonight. Miz TV, yep, I'm hearing that it's going to be Lita and Trish Stratus on Miz TV. Omos and Brock Lesnar are going to be in a weigh-in because that's what we have to see. We have to see Omos weigh himself in the ring. We got to see Brock Lesnar weigh himself in the ring. This is exactly must-see TV. And this is why a lot of us were against Brock and Omos, because we knew not only was the story going to be just bad to the 10th degree, to the most amplified of measures, but there is none. Originally, we just thought, oh, this is going to be a shitty story. There isn't a story. There's nothing. Nothing. Omos shoved him over the top rope, and Brock barely got over. At first, he didn't even get over the top rope. And that was it. And then Brock left. He went home. And here we are tonight, and they're going to weigh each other. I'm going to weigh you, man. What? I bet you're 347 pounds. Want to put our peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the line? My mom gave me Oreo cookies. And Omos is like, well, I think you're 292. And I'm giving you Braun Strowman's Capri Sun that I stole from him. We're going to weigh each other in. We're going to weigh each other. This is fucking... Now I understand what everybody would say. BC, I don't mind this. I don't mind Brock and Omos. Now I understand what you guys were saying. This is fucking a hoot. Anyway, guys, I don't know about that segment, but Solo and Cody should be good. Trish and Lita on Miz TV could be good. It depends on what they have planned. Is Damage Control just going to come out and they're going to fucking just fight each other for a little bit, and then we're going to cut to a commercial? Or cut to fucking Stacy Keibler being inducted into the Hall of Fame? Which, by the way, Stacy Keibler, she got legs for days, if you guys remember the Attitude Era and a little bit beyond. Scotty Steiner and his Steiner math. 2 + 2 equals the sexiest legs on the planet, Stacy Keibler. Stacy Keibler is going into the Hall of Fame. We kind of knew that, especially for days. We knew that for weeks, but several days ago, Stacy opened up a social media or something, or went back on it after years of being inactive, and everybody knew what that meant, obviously. You know, she wanted to get the love. You know, she's going into the Hall of Fame. So to Stacy Keibler, congrats. Also, guys, I'm hearing there's an 8-man Shmoz tag match. Alpha Academy, Braun Strowman and Ricochet, the Viking Raiders, and 2 other dumb fucks are going to have a dumb fuck Shmoz match. Because you're going to see all the people that are in the WrestleMania Showcase Shmoz match. Tag team stupidity. Circus Sideshow Fest. That's what you're going to see tonight as well. So there's a little bit. This is the go-home show to WrestleMania. I'm actually looking forward to Mania. And I really do hope that they put together a really good show tonight. But guys, there's a few segments that don't hold your breath on, man. There's a few segments tonight that seem very lackluster. Like there's no thought put into it. And they're just trying to like throw something real quick on paper. Let's put all 4 teams in a fucking 8-man tag. And then we'll see the same people at WrestleMania fight each other. Let's have a Miz TV. Let's have a weigh-in. Fuck that. I start this show in the fucking street. I don't know where they are tonight. Anybody know where they are tonight? JR9, anybody? Where's Monday Night Raw tonight? I would start in the fucking street. And then I'd have a separate brawl in the parking lot going on. And then I'd have people fucking fall out of the curtain like they're already fighting. I would have just melee start the show. Phoenix, Arizona. I believe that is home of You Can Look But You Can't Touch. Brie and Nikki Bella and Bryan Danielson. Hold up, player. Holla, holla, holla. So that's Monday Night Raw. If you guys know anything else tonight, let me know. What else are you guys hearing? Edge and Balor. Yeah, they should really kick that Hell in a Cell thing into high gear. And we'll see what Kana Asuka's going to do. She showed Bianca last week she doesn't want to coexist. We'll see, man. Yo, Santivia Major. Didn't see you up in the gold team chat. Jacqueline Robinson and Santivia Major up in here as well. Trying to make sure I got everybody who's been in the chat tonight, man. All my gold unit. All right, unit. Cody or Roman WrestleMania, go. Gold team, I'm watching vividly, man. This is your time to shine. This is no poll. I want you guys to rock out. Roman or Cody, WrestleMania, who do you got? Deontay says Cody. Robert Hurt says Cody. Jane Donnelly says Cody. Jacqueline Robinson says Cody. James Shrimp Fajita says Cody. JR9 Gaming. Easily Cody. Jack Brewer says Cody. Ash Stegel says Cody. Angel Alega says Cody. Santivia Major says Cody. James Miller says Cody for the gold. Muhammad says Cody, Cody, Cody. Sheriff Rivers says Cody. DJ is a prodigy says Cody. Eric Leno says Cody. Alicia Vukovic says Cody. Dave Mealy says Cody. Ty Drew says Cody. Pile Driver Finisher says Cody. Patrick Charles says Cody. But wouldn't be surprised if it's Roman. Clutch City Fan says Cody. Rachel Rocca says Cody. Jimmy Fingers. Hit the Cody. Cody. Hit the slow motion. The like in slow motion for number 215. Jimmy Fingers. Appreciate that. Chaos says Cody. Chaos. CAK. What up, dude? Ozzy Edwards. Hands down, Cody. Jimmy Fingers 19 does clarify Cody after smashing in slow motion the leg butt. Big Nang says Cody. Cody or 1 billion uglies, Ash Stegels. We may have to do that, bro. What up, Chaos? Unit, I appreciate that, man. I wanted to do that for a while now. I couldn't do it in a regular chat because that's too much. It's too chaotic. There's a lot of people, which is a good problem to have. But I wanted to do that through my membership. Yo, DJ is a prodigy. 3-month membership, bro. DJ, one of my tried and trues. Always good to see your name flash up, man. I say Cody, but some fans want him to take it at SummerSlam to make the story better, which makes no sense. He has the momentum now. Yeah, no, it's now or never for Cody, guys. This is it. The story culminates at WrestleMania. Now, DJ is a prodigy. Gunther, I can see at SummerSlam. I would want Gunther to hold on to the title right now at Mania. And at SummerSlam, with a one-on-one match with an even better story told, that's where I would have Gunther. I know, BC, then he's got to lose it clean. You know, at least this way, somebody else can take the pin. He doesn't have to. I get it, guys. But that's how I would do it. Hold on to that fucking title. Make it more prestigious. Give him even more momentum. Better stories. Make Gunther so fucking much of a tank. D. Wayne says Cody too. Richard Rodriguez. What up, Richard? Cody. Man, it was so good to have a lot of my unit members, my gold team. It was really good to have a lot. I know there was still a lot that most likely weren't able to catch this, but guys, there was a lot of my gold team in here, so I'm very, very thankful for that. I tried to give a little heads up earlier. I put up a podcast about 4 or 5 hours ago, and then I gave 24 minutes notice before we went live. But man, that really that makes BC feel good, man. That a lot of you guys were able to, because this is for you guys, man. You guys show so much support every month throwing BC a coffee when you don't need to and it's not needed. So to be able to do this and actually ask a question and read everybody's response is pretty fucking cool, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Guys, I'm going to stick around for a little bit more too because we had a lot of supers. I just have to get up on the big screen. I know Monday Night Raw is coming up in about 25 minutes, so let me just... Let me try to get this up on the big screen if you guys don't mind. And we started with Ash Stegels, and I saw this live, man. I was fucking around in the chat a little bit, man. I was setting up about 5 minutes early. So I was fucking around with my gold members up in the chat, man, and I saw Ash Stegels come in with a $4.99. A coffee says, if you're ready for WrestleMania week, give me a hell yeah. And then Ash Stegels didn't like the response. He didn't feel there was enough amplification. So Ash Stegels came in with a 10 spot, couple more coffees. And Ash said, I thought this was the gold team. I said, if you're ready for WrestleMania week, then give me a hell yeah. So Ash Stegels knows that BC went into the chat and I gave him a big, oh, hell yeah. Anyway, Ash, that got a pop from BC, bro. Yeah, chat. Gig fucking Ash Stegels and a hell yeah, man. That's a tried and true. Supports the channel big time. There you go. DJ is a prodigy. JR9. Robert Hurt. James Miller. James Shrimp Fajitas. Big Nang. Oh, hell yeah. What? LA Knight. I said, yeah. What? LA Knight. Yeah. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. Could you imagine LA Knight and Stone Cold, bro? Give me that fucking storyline. Give me 15 minutes of them just doing that, and you're going to pop BC for 15 straight minutes. I'll be honest with you. Watching Charlie Flair cut a promo for 5 minutes, I will watch Stone Cold and LA Knight go, yeah, what, yeah, what, for 15 minutes, and it would be more better than watching Charlie for 5. That would be fucking funny. James Shrimp Fajitas, let me talk to ya. Anyway, yeah, thank you, guys. There's all the hell yeah. Hey, Ash Steggles, are you still up in here, bro? Hold on, let me see if Ash Steggles is still here. I don't see Ash Steggles, man. I don't know if Ash Steggles bowed out or not, but Ash Steggles, if you watch the replay or anything, man, now you got all your hell yeahs, bro. Ash Steggles also had a 5-spot coffee saying, breaking news from WrestleVotes. BC is live right now on the YouTube. Holy shit. I bet you Rhodes is gonna, in about a week, Votes is gonna break the news that BC was live tonight, but he's gonna be a week late. Ash Steggles. Oh man, we have too much fun with that shit. Oh, Ash Steggles is still live. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Ash, much love and respect, brother. Awesome. So good to see you up before we even went live, man. You popped BC with that shit. I had to give you an oh, hell yeah up in the chat. Muhammad 550. Muhammad Isa. Muhammad, salute. People think Charlotte is so good because she's won the women's title 14 times in just 7 years. She's also lost the title like 13 times as well. Thank you, brother. Nobody wants to think of that. To win it that many times in a short amount of time means that you cannot hang on to the fucking title. So that should make you the worst fucking champion. Or the worst fucking wrestler, right? If you're going to praise, you got to take the fucking negative and throw it at her too. But I'll do you one better, Muhammad. You're right. But also, Muhammad, she's got about 27 heel face turns. You win with that shit. Muhammad, salute. Jane Donnelly, $4.99 with a cup of coffee. The super sticker, I should say. Jane, I saw that when we were live too, man. I don't know what I was ranting about at the time. Jane, salute. Yo, you got fucking Muhammad had another 550 as well. Said BC new breaking news from WrestleVotes. Cars are used for driving. Whoa! Also, Muhammad, I heard from WrestleVotes broke the news that they're actually testing electric cars. There's a new car manufacturer that's going to be coming out in a few years. It's called Tesla. And it's like electric cars. WrestleVotes is the first to break the news earlier today. So we'll see if electric cars become a thing. Muhammad, thanks for the breaking news via WrestleVotes. You guys are giving BC a pop here, bro. Sheriff Rivers back into the gold team. Gold team. Gold team. That's right. I jacked that from Goldberg. Sheriff Rivers says, I'm back and I'm better than ever. LOL. Sheriff Rivers, I didn't even read that first, bro. The second I saw the words I'm back, I already was starting to sing that in Eric Bischoff's theme music. Come on, Sheriff Rivers. That's why you're a gold member. You know BC has this lock synced, bro. The second I saw I'm back, I was already in Eric Bischoff's theme song, bro. Sheriff Rivers, he's back, and he's better than ever. Love it. Sheriff Rivers, so good to have you back, man. I got Ash Niggles. I got Muhammad. 2 coffees on Muhammad. I got Jane Donnelly's super sticker salute. Sheriff Rivers with another 3 spots says, does Rock give an endorsement to Cody at Mania? Sheriff Rivers, I know some people want Cody to hit it clean. Deontay Thomas, 3-month membership, bro. Who do you think is winning tonight, Cody or Solo? It's got to be Cody because Solo has already lost on house shows, guys. And I think he's got a DQ loss on television too, doesn't he? Was that Kevin Owens? So Cody, one way or the other, has to win this match. He's undefeated. It's right before Mania. Deontay Thomas, first of all, good to see you up in here, bro. Thank you for the 3-month fucking membership. Clanger status. But it's gotta be Cody, bro. Sheriff Rivers, I know a lot of people want Cody to win this thing clean. I am going The Rock shows up, if you smell, to end WrestleMania Night 2. Cost the Tribal Chief the fucking title. Cody jacks that son of a bitch. After The Rock does his thing, a badass super Cody cutter into a fucking, maybe you do 3 in a row. Crossroads. So maybe a Rock fucking bottom, maybe a people's elbow, a super Cody cutter, and back to back to back. Crossroads. I'm giving myself goosebumps here, bro. And Cody, the whole crowd, tens of thousands of people in LA. 1, 2, 3. Fucking goes nuts. Cody wins. Rock maybe is already making his way up the fucking aisle. Rock's music does not play. This is going to be Cody's moment. But The Rock is making his way up. Or maybe he's already up. I want him maybe, yeah, because you can't have a Warrior Hulk situation, guys, at WrestleMania 6. Do you guys ever hear the story? Hulk Hogan was asked to pass the torch a little bit to Warrior and drop the title at WrestleMania 6, and he did. Hogan didn't feel Warrior was ready for the top spot. And at WrestleMania 6, there was these small little rings. They were little boxes. They basically rode you to the ring and back. So you got in this little squared circle in the aisleway, and it rode you to the back. There were little mini rings. And Hulk got into his mini ring after he lost to Warrior, and Hulk says, it was when I saw everybody staring at me when I was leaving and not staring at the new champion. That's when I knew, we just made a big mistake. And it's one of those things where you don't want everybody looking at The Rock as he's going up the aisle and Cody's fucking, it's his moment. So you have to plan it perfectly. But I absolutely have Cody, I have to have Roman setting up the WrestleMania 40 match with Roman. That should have been this year. You have to set that up now. It's Los Angeles, guys. The Rock has nothing. He knows he's got the fucking time. Everything was X'd out for this amount of time, man. He has the time off. It's LA. He's got 2 houses there. He's going to be there for his daughter, guys. NXT Stand and Deliver, his daughter's first WrestleMania weekend anyway. Stand and Deliver for NXT. He's going to be in that building. Oh, man, I just don't see how. I don't see how The Rock doesn't show up there, man. Anyway, Sheriff Rivers, that's an ultimate yes, man. Strict Tango is up in this bitch 2 spot. You hear Trish liked Margaret Robb playing her in biopic. You hear Trish. So is that an actress, Margaret Robb? I don't know the actress. I didn't know there was going to be a biopic. So she's going to be playing Trish Stratus? Strict Tango, I got to do more research on that. I didn't know anything about that. I'll fucking, oh man, I don't know if I don't have time to really watch things like that. But I love Trish Stratus. That's why I can't wait to watch her wrestle at WrestleMania alongside Lita and even Becky. And I hope that they do have Trish wrestle through SummerSlam, whether it's Bayley as her opponent or a Becky Lynch, heel or face. I would love to see more Trish Stratus. Chaos. Margaret Robbie played Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad. Okay, I never saw that. I never saw the Suicide Squad. I don't know what that even is. I just remember that Alexa Bliss played a little bit of that character. The girl from Suicide Squad. What was her name? I've never seen. Yeah, I don't really watch. Hey, listen. BC takes a lot of shit for not watching superhero movies. I don't watch Supermans. I don't watch Spider-Mans. I don't watch Batmans. I watched one. It was with, I think, Michael Keaton. He's my Batman. That was from 1980s, I think. That was the only Batman I've ever seen. I don't watch Guardians of the Galaxy. I've never seen any of those movies. Harley Quinn. Oh, yeah, it is Harley Quinn. Yeah. So Chaos said Margaret Robbie played Harley Quinn. I gotcha. Yeah, I've never seen any of them, guys. I don't watch the superhero movies. I just don't have time, and it was never my cup of coffee. I don't watch Star Wars. The thing that if you would, and I don't even geek out to it. I don't even like when people geek out to pro wrestling. But my love, where I suspend my disbelief, is professional wrestling. But I don't do movies like that. I don't do the Star Wars and all that. And listen, before you come down hard on BC, what? Excuse me, Phil CM Punk Brooks has never seen a Rocky movie. That's the biggest news to come from that fucking Insta post. How have you never seen a Rocky movie? Amp Unit, Gold Team, be honest right now, Gold Team. Because I know a lot of you guys are also younger. In your fucking 20s, maybe even teens, whatever. Tell me right now, be honest. I ain't gonna fucking throw shade here. But your homework as gold members, all right? If you're a red team member, if you're not a gold member, if you're not a channel member, then that's fine. You're not held up to another layer, right? Your next status is my gold team. You're the front lines, basically. So my gold unit, I have to put you guys on a higher level and standard. I have to raise the standards. If you're just red team, then that's fine if you've never seen Rocky. But gold team, if you got a fucking gold card, listen to me carefully. If you have a fucking gold card at the end of your green name right now, I'm talking to every one of you, Jer9, Richard, Pile Driver, Jack Willett, I see you. I see all those gold cards. Your homework is to at least watch Rocky 1. Just the first one. And then, okay, that's your homework. See who's never even fucking seen it. I was born in 91. I've seen Rocky 3, 4, and 5. Never seen 1 and 2. Okay, Big Nang, I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. Ray Hunt, watched Rocky 1, 2, and 3. Love it. Haven't seen it, BC. Who said that? Who said that? Godswilla. All right, Godswilla. If you ever got an hour and a half, 2 hours, I don't know the length, watch Rocky 1. I know it's an older movie. Try not to get bored. Put your phone down for 2 hours and watch Rocky 1, Sylvester Stallone. It's fucking amazing. Storytelling 101 masterclass. Ozzy, I'm 47. I've seen every Rocky movie, even the Rocky Balboa movie. Fuck yeah. Jer9 says, well, the first gold card member hasn't watched it. When you want it watched by. Oh, when do you want it watched by? Well, whenever you can, Jer9. But you really got it, man. It's Storytelling 101. It's so fucking epic, bro. It's just the ultimate underdog story against the most baddest ass champion in the world. And Sylvester just plays it so good. The guy is such a good dude. Everybody shits on him. His life sucks. And he gets this fucking opportunity, this jabroni, this nothing from Philadelphia, who's got just a shitty life, but he's such a good guy. And he gets this master opportunity. What the world didn't know is it wasn't going to be just a squash like the champion thought. Rocky Balboa was actually really good, and he had a heart of gold. And by the end of that night, Rocky may not have won, but he didn't lose either. You guys got to see it, bro. Goosebumps. Whoo! It's the eye of the tiger. It's the cream of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. How do you work out and not have that theme in your dome piece? I mean, I don't know how Phil Brooks never saw that fucking movie, bro. 10 minutes till Raw. Jer9 is wrapping me up. Jer9's telling me to fucking wrap it up. 10 minutes till Raw. All right, let me try to go by this, man. Strict Tango, appreciate it, bro. Colin, 199. Are you going to do WrestleMania live stream? Hopefully night 1, Colin. Hopefully night 1. For sure. Good, the bad, and the ugly live. JL220, Cena's U.S. Open Challenge on Raw, then loses to Braun. So you got him taking the title from Theory and then doing a challenge and Braun showing up. JL, I don't mind that. It's not like Austin Theory is doing anything for anybody. So I'll take that booking, if done correctly. JL, much love and respect. Jack Brewer, 10 spot. That Dom promo made me mad. If Ray would have not hit, I would have went through my TV and done it for Ray. You can't disrespect moms like that. Ray made me proud. I think that's why they did it, Jack Brewer. They pulled on the heartstring there, bro. And they knew what they had to do. Put Aaliyah there, the sister. Put Mama Dukes there. And that's when Ray's finally going to go enough. Jack Brewer, I appreciate that. And you are fucking right. I knew that was going to be the moment. When he told his mother, Shma, shut up. I knew what was next. Here comes Ray. Even CM Punk was watching that shit and commented on that. Kevin MD got the supers back, man. Kevin MD with a 5 spot says, how cool is Sheamus' YouTube channel working out with his fellow wrestlers? My favorite one, Kevin MD, I wasn't able to catch most, but I caught about 7 or 8 of them. My favorite was with Xia Li. Xia Li showing Sheamus her workout, and Sheamus was about to fucking keel over and croak. That's how badass Xia Li is. Sheamus could not hang with Xia Li. Xia Li was whooping that ass in that workout. It's called Celtic Workouts with Sheamus. Good series. Kevin MD, good call on that. JL with a 220 says, Charlie is insecure. Bow down to the queen? ? My ass. That's what it is. And she gets so insecure that once she loses the crowd just a little bit, she goes off the rails and doesn't even care what she is anymore. She went in as a face. She goes full heel by the end of the promo because she lost the crowd, and then she just dug her hole even deeper. Don't even acknowledge the what chance. Tell your fucking story. Because then it just became embarrassing when you ask your fans to be nicer and stop chanting against her promo. That was so embarrassing. JL, no doubt. Colin, 199. Oh, I got that. Yes, we are doing a WrestleMania live stream night 1. Hopefully I can get that whole thing in. A live, good, the bad, and the ugly Saturday night of night 1. Not for night 2. That's going to be a, maybe we could still do a live the next day, but night 1 will be a live stream. Good, the bad, and the ugly. JL, I got that. Kevin MD, I got. Sheamus' YouTube table. You got to check out the Xia Li one. Prime Killer, 220. Charlie should rename herself Spartacus. Spartacus at this point. Honestly, Prime Killer doesn't belong next to... Spartacus doesn't deserve that shit. Honestly, that's as sad as that. Charlie's in a whole nother fucking league with how bad this has gotten. Prime Killer, it's good to see you up in here, bro. JL220 says, why does the blonde get the world, but not Naomi? Because that's how WWE has always been. And especially when Bianca got the title and was playing second fiddle to Charlotte, there was no more room for Naomi. Because we already checked off that quota. That's how the company thinks. It's sad. They think that they have to have that stereotype, the Charlotte Flair, the height, the blonde hair, big boobs, blue-eyed. That's with the Flair last name. That's how they feel they have to do it. JL. Ozzy Edwards with a 20 spot. Ozzy Edwards, salute. Vince is constantly crapping on us and tries to tell us it's snow. Ozzy, I never heard that, man. I'm going to take that if you don't mind. I got to repeat that. Ozzy Edwards says Vince is constantly crapping on us and trying to tell us that it's snow. I like that, brother. And there is no lies detected. I'm going to actually take that one, bro. I got to start using that with my... I'll be a line in coffee, shooting the shit with the boys. Ozzy, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the bunch of coffees, man. That's badass. And Angel also with a 25 spot. Angel Alega, as always, you speak the truth. WWE cannot make Charlotte and Rhea the main event. That would be a travesty. First of all, Angel, I appreciate the 25 spots. A bunch of coffees. Not needed. Very much appreciated, dude. Just having you gold card status, having you up in here, seeing your name up in here, smashing that up, that's what matters the most. But, bro, I can only speak the truth, especially when it comes about Charlie Flair, because for fucking 8 years we've been seeing this shit. I'm not going to reiterate it because I know there's only 5 minutes before Raw. But, Angel, I appreciate the words, bro. I appreciate you being up in here more than anything. And Ozzy Edwards, a couple of big supers there between Angel and Ozzy. Appreciate you guys big time. Chris Murray, 2 spot. Hey, BC. Woo! Truth Bomb City. Red team, go. Hey, Chris Murray, at this point, your woo would be 1 billion times better than Charlie's. That's another thing that has to stop. Her father's woo was special. Charlie's woo is as good as her moonsault. It's not. Chris Murray, appreciate it. Dave's up in this bitch. Dave Mealy. Gave you a big shout out earlier, man. So good to see you up in the chat, Dave. I'm glad you made it. Spoiler alert, Cody's new title belt has already been made, and it looks gorgeous. I'm not hearing that that's reputable, though. Dave, where did you see that? Where did you see the photo of it, Dave? Who's reporting this? Because I didn't hear that H approved it. Does anybody know or no? All right. Well, Dave, I'm going to sit on that because I don't know anything about it. I heard rumors, but I haven't heard that Triple H approved anything. I'm hearing a lot of rumors, and there's fake belt prints going out, but it's not real. So I don't know, Dave. I'd be careful about... where that's coming from, Dave. I'm not hearing anything reputable about that yet. But, Dave, I'll keep an eye open for it, man. Appreciate you, brother. Jacqueline Robinson! 50 banger bomb! Fires in the chat. Hurry, we got a few minutes left. Jacqueline Robinson, banger bomb! 50 spot, brah. Jacqueline is always one of my faves, one of my tried and trues. I want to see a main event of women who want to be there and with passion for the wrestling business. Unlike women like Bailey. Hold on, what is that, Jacqueline? What are you saying? I want to see a main event of women who want to be there and with passion for the wrestling business. Women like Bailey, Bianca, Liv, just to name a few. Gotcha. Thank you, BC, for the truth. Thank you, Jacqueline, for listening to the truth. I mean that. Thank you for being here. Oh, look at all that. Jacqueline, I don't know if you're still up in here. That's all for you. Much love and respect. Thank you, Gold Team. That was a 50 banger bomb, bro. Clanger bomb, we should say. I hate the B word. I appreciate that. Jacqueline is thanking me for the truth. I'm thanking you for just being here. And I agree with you. People like Liv Morgan, Bailey, just to name a few. Give them the proper... Bailey and Bianca are your top women merchandise pushers. Charlotte's nowhere near that. Why is she the top dog? Nobody can answer me with an honest, correct answer. Because it would be bullshit. Check you guys going to watch Raw. Much love and appreciation. BC's going to stick around. There's no other way, man. There's other people to get to, and I'm not going to leave people hanging. Thank you guys. Much love and respect. Tune in tomorrow for the Raw review. So long, everybody. But I'm going to stick around and finish these off. Jacqueline! Much love. So much. Big time, man. What a banger bomb. Clanger bomb, if you don't mind. Salute to Jacqueline Robinson. I got to give a big swig. Anthony Boley with a 20 spot. Coffee and respect and love on me, BC. Anthony! Much love and respect, bro. A 20 spot, 4 fucking Starbucks, 7 Dunkins being thrown over to the channel on Anthony Boley's behalf. Anthony, salute, dude. Legend of Old 101 with 2 5 spots. Liv Morgan using her powerful sucking power to crush sweets. You got BC choked up on that. What the fuck? Liv Morgan using her powerful sucking power to crush sweets is everything online. I don't know what that means. But fuck yeah. I mean, she's got powerful sucking power crushers. I don't know what the fuck that meant. I will say this, though. Legend of Old 101. Ronda Rousey said something about Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan responded and said, well, the one thing she is correct about is I do have a really nice ass. Liv Morgan actually said that in response to Ronda Rousey. Legend of Old 101 with a 5 spot says, hope you're good, BC. Zaya is a diamond. The E is so disrespectful. I love Xia Li. Love Xia Li. And it is a shame how they are booking her, how they've been, and how it looks like they're going to continue to book her. Legend of Old 101. Jack Brewer, 5 spot. You do not throw rocks at a man that got a machine gun. Jack Brewer, that was Roddy Piper, for those that don't know. You don't throw rocks at a man that's got a machine gun. What was other Roddy Piper? What was it with the bubble gum? Anybody remember the bubble gum line? I came here to do 2 things, whoop ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of bubble gum. Something like that. Jack Brewer, man. Good seeing you up in here, dude. What do we got? Jane Donnelly, 199, dreading seeing Bailey eat another L at Mania. It's going to happen, though, Jane. It's going to happen. And her merchandise will still be flying off the shelves because people love Bailey. Imagine if Damage Control was booked correctly. Jane Donnelly, again, salute. Jack Brewer, 2 spot. There is a petition to bring Punk back. Of course there is. People will never let the CM Punk bullshit go. They won't be happy until CM Punk is completely miserable and he burned the last fucking possible bridge for all of wrestling. Jack Brewer, salute. Colin, 199. CM Punk should go back to the UFC, LOL. I think he burned that fucking bridge, torched that as well, Colin. Anthony Boley, 5 spot. I'm a CM Punk fan. Well, it used to be, but he's a cancer for the wrestling business, BC. Anthony Boley, no lies detected. And that's not shade. It's just some people are not happy at places. CM Punk is not happy with wrestling, and it doesn't look like wrestling likes to have CM Punk. Just get divorced and be done with it. Anthony Boley, respect me. Jimmy Fingers 19, 219. Just hit the like button in slow motion for 215. I saw that shit, Jimmy Fingers 19. I saw that shit. Oh, man, I'm trying to get to everybody. Hold on, man. Hold on. There was some more here. Yeah. Kevin MD, 2 spot. I need another promo on Riddle's Tootsies. LOL. Oh, Kevin MD. That's when Raw was like at its worst. And fucking Matt Riddle is talking about his fucking Tootsies, his feetsies, or whatever the fuck he called. A 5-minute promo on his fucking feet. And you tell me that Monday Night Raw wasn't in a fucking hole? We're still trying to dig out of it today. Kevin MD, 240. Sheriff Rivers, 5 spot. Sheriff Rivers says Stone Cold doing his what? And LA Knight is saying, yeah, all because you can barely understand what the fuck Macho Man and Vince is saying. LOL. I don't get Stone Cold doing his what? Because LA Knight is saying, yeah, all because you can barely understand what the fuck Macho Man and Vince is saying. LOL. I don't get it, Sheriff Rivers, but all of those, I would love to see a promo with all 4 of them. Vince, Macho Man, LA Knight, and Stone Cold. Salute. Jimmy Fingers 19, 1019. I wonder how Bob Lashley feels looking at Omos in a WrestleMania match while he finds himself in the Andre Jobber Royal. I also wonder if Andre rolls in his grave knowing that there is such a jobber match in his name. It's insulting at this point, and I love Andre the Giant, and I feel so bad for Bobby Lashley. But I can't say that Bobby Lashley against Bray, Bobby versus Brock, Bobby versus Cody, Bobby versus Roman Reigns, Bobby in an Andre the Giant Battle Royal, he's been booked so poorly that Bobby Lashley is not, there's no care. Bobby comes through the curtain, and I don't even give a fuck. That's sad. That's how you know he's been booked so badly. Jimmy Figures 19 with a 519 says LA Knight and Cross don't belong in the Andre Jobber Battle Royal either. Who is responsible, VKM or 3H's? Also, does Bray even come back? And if so, will he be lukewarm? We don't even know, Jimmy Fingers 19. I hope that the best for him. Maybe we'll find something out tonight. Maybe he shows up at Mania, or it's worse than we believe. As far as LA Knight and Cross, if they're in this thing, I didn't know they were in it as well. If you have Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, and Karrion Kross in an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on Friday night, that is insulting on the highest of levels and most amplified of measures. Jimmy Figures 19 of the 219 says, my rank got Rocky 3 at 1, and then 1, 2, 4, Balboa 6, then 5. Yeah, I liked 5 before 6. I know, that was the street fight with Tommy that a lot of people didn't like. Tommy Gunn, but I like that one. So Jimmy Fingers, I'm almost in sync with that, bro. I'm going to flip your 5 and 6. Jer9, anybody, how did Raw start, man? I'm headed that way. I promise you guys, man. How did Raw start? Somebody tell me how we're kicking off, please. When I say I'm going to make sure every fucking super was shouted out and acknowledged, I mean I'm going to get to every. Jimmy Fingers 19 with the coffees, bro. I appreciate that. Kevin MD, Sheriff Rivers, Anthony Boley, Colin Jack Brewer, Jane Donnelly, Legend of Fold 101, Jacqueline Robinson, just fucking darting 50 spot of coffees, Angel Allega, Dave Mealy, Chris Murray, JL Prime Killer. I got Jack Brewer for sure. Strict Tango, Muhammad Isa, Ash Steggles. Dude, you guys are the best, man. Miz is with Becky, Trish, and Lita right now. All right, guys, I'm going to go catch that for you guys, all right? I'm going to go do my business for you guys, all right? So I'm going to go do my due diligence on my notes within the next 48 hours. Make sure you check back on the channel. We're going to hit this hard, man. Monday Night Raw, the go-home show to WrestleMania. There's no mulligans because you have to deliver. So if this is a bad show, I'm gonna tear it apart. I have no choice. If it's a good show, you'll know about it. We might do it live. It might be a pre-tape, but this podcast will be up. Anthony Boley is going to take us out, bro, with a 20 spot. BC, these days, wrestling is more like damn preschool. First of all, Anthony, I appreciate you so much, brother, and all the coffees you threw at BC. Gold status alone is next level. Can I back that up, Anthony? Check out that slow motion Chris Jericho bullshit. You want to talk preschool? Check it out, Anthony Boley. It is next level bullshit. That's the type of kayfabe. That's the type of fun that cannot be exposed. You cannot pull back the curtain to where you're doing a slow motion match with 10 individuals. Did I mention that? That was 10 individuals. Anthony Boley, much love and respect. I appreciate the coffees, brother. Go enjoy Raw, guys. My gold unit. What a fucking time. Over 2 hours. I fucking love this shit. You guys, we're going to do this in the near future, man. These gold channel member live streams are some of the best things we've ever done. Anthony Boley, I appreciate you big time, brother. James Shrimp Fajitas up in the chat, gold status. Jacqueline Robinson, can't thank you enough. Deontay Thomas, JR9 Gaming, obviously my right-hand man. Hopefully you're rocking, JR9. Hopefully this is a good show, JR9. We'll see. James Miller. I got James Shrimp Fajitas. Rock out tonight, brother. Pile driver finisher. We the ones. The rest of this community. Distant twos, bro. Distant twos. Eric Leno's got the ones up. Eric Leno, salute. James Miller, salute. Pimp Jesus, check you. Enjoy Raw, Pimp Jesus. I got Deontay Thomas, correct? Alicia Vukovic. DJ is a prodigy. Big Nang, Sheriff Rivers. Jack Brewer. Ash Steggles. Ty Drew, salute. Anthony Boley, we the ones. Jack Brewer, salute, dude. DJ, salute. Alicia, salute. Ash, salute. Eric, salute. All right, guys, I'm going to stay. I'm going to miss the whole first segment if I don't check out now. But you guys, man, let me give a big fucking massive salute. We rock this bitch, bro. Let's do it again tomorrow. Not gold set. We're going to bring all the red team in tomorrow, bro. We're going to let everybody rock out tomorrow. Thank you for the 250 plus on the ups. Gold status. We rocked it, bro. That's what I needed from the front line. My fucking gold members needed to come big tonight. You guys fucking rock. BC, I'm out. Let's go watch this Raw, man. Miz TV. Lita and Trish are in the ring. Let's see where this goes. Check, you guys. BC's out. Gotta get the notepad in the fucking pen. I'm going old school. This ain't no computer, bro.